Yo, what's up guys? This is Midnight Wabbit and welcome back to another episode of my Legendary Weapons series here on Borderlands, the pre-sequel. And today I'm going to be showing you guys how to get the legendary scav pistol. It goes by the name of the Zim. It's a very good weapon actually. It's a very good pistol, and I'll get into what makes it such an effective weapon here in a second. But first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys how to get this gun. Now this will be another one of those drops where you're going to have to quit without saving in order to get the boss to respawn, because he won't respawn after the mission, unfortunately. Now, Gearbox has announced that they are going to come out with a patch for that at some point. I think it's either Gearbox or 2K or someone announced that they're going to be coming up with a patch for that at some point in the future. So at that point, this whole speech will be made irrelevant. But the video will still be useful, because you guys are still going to need to know how to get to the boss, where to find the mission, and how to get to where the boss is, and how to kill him and stuff. So these Legendary Weapons Guide videos will still retain their effectiveness after that, but I will definitely, once that happens, I will upload a video to this, I will add it to this playlist, and once that patch comes out, I'll let you guys know that you no longer have to go without saving and all that crap just to farm for a lot of these legendaries. But regardless of that, because that hopefully will be taken care of soon, let's get into how to actually get this pistol, because it's definitely a very good pistol, and if you guys have the time to farm for it, I do think it is definitely worth it. You need to get this mission from Nurse Nina in Concordia called A Bunch of Ice Holes or something like that. I think it's like level 11 on normal mode and level 35 or 36 on True Vault Hunter mode. Or unless you wait till level 50 like I did here. I wanted to get a max stat version of the gun for you guys, so I waited till level 50 so I can get a level 50 version of the gun. I was actually lucky. Usually I get like level 48 or 49 drop, but I actually ended up getting a level 50 drop, so that's good. Anyway, you saw the route I just took there. Once you have to go travel to Triton Flats and then take the route that I just showed you guys, and this is the thing you guys are going to have to kill, is this giant ice sugar. There are two smaller ones that you have to kill, as well as you have to take that drill and put it into the ice and like drill in several different locations around this cave here. It's like this small little cave area. You can see like the glowing ice down there. You have to just go throughout there and just travel around and do some drilling and stuff. I took care of all that, and then I saved and quit and made sure that all I had to do was kill this thing, so I could show you guys the route to get here, and me killing it and getting the drop as fast as possible. Now you can't see the drop here for a second because it's behind me, and I will explain why here in a second. You can see the ground here. There's like all the cracks, and there's like really deep ridges and stuff in the ground here. You got to be careful, because as you can see, some of this stuff can get down here, and the beam can get light beams for objects and stuff, and money can be obstructed by solid objects like rock. Like you can see the mission item there is in the rock, and so is the ammo here. So you got to be really careful. What I would recommend doing is, as you kill the giant sugar as it explodes, you can see the loot beams flying everywhere. Pause your game and look at the pause menu. You can see here's the gun way over here on the side. I almost missed it. You can actually, it's hard to see from far away. Even on the video, it's really hard to see. Imagine how hard to see it was when me actually playing. You can see here it is over here. There's the Zim. So there's the drop right there, and there's a level 50 version. It's actually the 2-time one too, so it fires 2 bullets at once, which is not so good for magazine size or ammo consumption, but it's definitely good for the damage potential that it does, especially because this gun has a very slow fire rate. That's one of the few downsides to this thing, is it has a very slow fire rate and a very long reload speed. Has a very long reload speed. Now it looks like a pretty quick reload speed there, as you guys can see, because I'm using the on the Enforcer. There's a skill called Afterburner, which increases your reload speed, and I am using the Celestial class mod, which is a legendary class mod for the Enforcer, which gives +5 bonus points to that skill. So I think it's like 50 or 60% reload speed. So it looks like it's pretty fast, but it's actually about half that time. So it's actually a very long reload speed. But it's usually not a huge deal, because while you're very rarely going to empty a magazine from this gun in combat. Voice crack, Jesus Christ. You're very rarely going to empty a magazine from this gun while in combat, because it has a massive magazine size. I think the one I have here is like 123. The one without the 2-time prefix would probably be around 110 to 115. So it's got a very deep magazine. So you really don't have to worry about reloading, and it's not like as long as like the Nukem or something like that, or like any of the Torg launchers or anything like that. It's not. I mean, it's just relatively long for a pistol, but it's not super long. And because of the magazine size far outweighs the need to reload. You really don't need to reload anyway. I probably should have used this on a different character to show you guys that this is just the character that I had it on at the time, and I just figured it'd be easiest to do it with this. So as you can see here, it has much higher damage than a standard scav pistol of the same level, than like any purple rarity one or anything like that. It has a higher elemental effect chance and elemental damage per second than scav pistols of this level. And this one, the Zim, is always cryo, by the way, so there is no damage reduction. You don't get that reduced damage potential because it is always cryo. It's not like it has a potential to be an elemental or not, or different elements or something like that. This is always an elemental gun. It's always a cryo element because you get it from that ice sugar, so hence ice and stuff. It has a very high elemental effect chance, like I said, but because it is cryo, you can use that to actually just, in 1 or 2 shots generally, depending on what character you're using. A lot of characters have elemental effect damage or elemental effect chance increases. You can see there that first shot just froze him. Has a pretty high critical hit damage as well. As you can see, it seems like it has a higher critical hit damage than what's listed on the item card. I don't know if that's true or not. That's just kind of what it seems like to me from using it a little bit. It seems like it has a higher critical hit damage than is listed on the card, but that might also be because the one I have is the 2-time one again, like I said, so it's firing 2 bullets at once. So you guys will probably not be able to get if you don't have the 2-time prefix like I do, if you just get a standard version of this gun, you probably will not be able to one-hit those minor enemies in like the critical hit spots. It'll probably be like a 2-hit kill, but because I'm firing 2 bullets at once, it counts as it's 2 bullets to kill, but it only takes 1 shot. And the ×2 prefix is not super helpful on a lot of pistols, or on some of them it's more helpful than others, but on this one I think it's probably actually a good thing. Because of how large the magazine size is, it really doesn't make that much of a difference either way. As you can see, I reload out of habit, even when I'm like in the middle of combat, which is another reason, because this has such a long reload time, even though I don't have to reload, it's like an instinct. I just generally tend to reload anyway. So that's one of the reasons I chose this character with this class mod, was to decrease the reload time, so I wouldn't have to worry about that, because I can't really help myself. I just tend to like you can see, I'll end up reloading sometime in the next like 5 seconds. Like, I mean, I get a kill and I'll get like 1 or 2 kills, and I just end up reloading because I just don't feel like, I don't have a choice. I don't know what it is. I just feel like I have to reload. I like having the full magazines or something like that. But I think I'm slightly OCD, so that might be part of it. But anyway, it's a very good gun. It has the only other downside besides the reload speed, which is significantly slower than that of a standard scav pistol at the same level, is the fire rate is much slower as well, which is why the ×2 prefix works particularly well on this gun, which is why I think this is definitely this is probably the best version of the gun, the one I have, especially since it's level 50 as well. I definitely think that this gun is definitely worth going for. I'll tell you guys that right now. It's definitely worth going for. It's a good gun. It's a solid all-around gun. There's certain guns that work well on certain characters. This gun seems to work well, from what I can see, on all characters. I can see this gun working very well. It has certain bonuses. Every character has some sort of bonus that would benefit this gun in some way, because if it has all-around great stats. So this gun will be benefited by every single character's skill tree in some way, shape, or form. So yeah, anyway, hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and a comment, and good luck getting the Zim, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this episode, and definitely be sure to check out the rest of my Legendary Weapons guide. I'll have that whole playlist available for you guys on my channel, so you can check that out, any of the Legendaries I've uploaded so far, and any of the ones yet to come. And yeah, that's it for now. Have another episode of this up tomorrow around noon. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Good luck getting the Zim, like I said, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace.